Hey everybody, just Brandon out here in the shop. I gotta make a good shop name. I'm not sure really what I want to name it yet, but thinking brand shop or I don't even know. So if you have any suggestions, you can put a comment. So tonight, we're working on the triple. Just pulled the carbs off. It wasn't easy. One of the fuel lines was stuck on. I actually physically had to cut a slit in it, pull it off, cut it a little bit shorter. But there's lots of line there, so it'll be just fine. Been busy today. I actually didn't get to work in the shop. Been outside trying to get stuff ready for winter. Still got to get the shop buttoned up. It's not fully done yet, but it's coming. I got it enough that it's warm and the roof's not going to fall in. Today we managed to get the rocket in. Super pumped about that. I don't like it being outside. It has fell over before because of windstorms in the middle of the winter. It was not a good time. So I got that in. Got a nice little fire going. We're just hanging out. So tonight I figured that I would take the carburetors apart because the snowmobile still does not seem to want to start unless you unflood all 3 cylinders before you even think about pull starting it. So I'm going to take apart the carburetors, see what's up. I started to get them apart already. That's what I've been working on. I have everything sorted, clean. Started taking them apart. There is a couple little tiny screws that are stripped, so I'm trying to get those out. That'll be simple. All I need to do is find a better pointed screwdriver to fit in there. Sometimes you can just tap gently and twist at the same time and get them out. That's probably what I'm going to have to try to do to get them out. I got a new early Christmas present from my mom's boyfriend Dave. Super pumped about it. He got me the small vise. Absolutely love it. It's perfect. I have my little camera mount so you guys can watch me tear these apart. So it's probably going to take me a sec to find tools because I'm never organized. And if you are organized, then you're just a neat freak. No, but I always have tools strung everywhere trying to find tools. It's just a madhouse here, but I get things done and I get things built. That's all that matters. Make things run, fix things, break things. But I love it. I love being out in my shop. I'm not going to say the wife's probably happy about that, but she supports me and she loves me and she knows that I love doing this stuff. And I do make lots of time for her and the children. But I also like to do my own thing and build motors, tear stuff apart. I still have my 800R in here too. I have brand new pistons going in that soon. I'm going to make a video on that. Because I want to show people the stuff that I do. I have a lot of people to thank for teaching me. One person is my wife's stepfather, Todd Rogers. Thank you very much for showing me how to do a lot of stuff with snowmobiles, tear the motors apart. He made it look easy, but it's not easy. But if you know what you're doing, you can fix them and fix them right, and they'll run forever. But everything takes maintenance. So if you don't keep up on the maintenance, doesn't matter what it is, if it has a motor or it moves, it will break. So I like to come out here when I get a little bit of spare time, tinker, have a little fun, listen to some music, and have a little fire going. I got one going right now. It's not super hot, but it's perfect. So I'm going to find some more tools, and we'll see if I can get these apart, because I would really like to see what size those jets are. I have taken these apart before, but the numbers are really hard to see, and my phone wasn't the greatest for zooming in. But I got a new phone, so I'm hoping I can check them out and see. Because when I bought my snowmobile, they told me it had Dynaport jets. I didn't buy it, sorry, I traded it. Anyway, they told me it had Dynaport jets in it because it had Dynaport pipes. And that is wrong. Those are stock pipes. Those are not aftermarket pipes. But I don't know if you can see, maybe if I take the light over here with me, it does have Dynaport stingers, basically. So normally you don't jet something with stingers on it, or like jet it to the stingers. Usually if it's tune pipe, you jet it to the pipes so it runs and it doesn't blow itself up. But this only has what I call stingers. So they shouldn't have a jet kit. It should be still stock because the motor's stock. Everything's stock. Clutches are stock that I know of. Haven't pulled them apart yet, but I'm pretty sure they are. And I know by looking in at the pistons, it has amazing compression. So somebody has been in there recently and rebuilt it. It has dual ring piston, which I like a lot. My new 800R, the new pistons that just came in the mail for them, are dual ring. Actually, I'm going to show you, because I think they're awesome. And I was told that they're the best for my type of motor. So I ordered myself some Wasners. And they are dual ring. So I'm going to set these aside. And here they are. And they come in this awesome case. It's going to be a little bit difficult here to take it out one-handed. There they are. See if I can move it so I can... There we go. And they're dual ring pistons. They got new wrist pins. Wrist pin clips are down in there. And new rings. And the only reason it blew up the last time is because Brandon put it in a brook. It got water in the engine. And that's for a different day. We'll worry about that a different day. Because that video is coming soon. Where it all comes apart. Everything's going to be checked. All the seals are going to be redone. Got to do the Isoflex grease. I'm going to do it all myself. I'm going to borrow a puller from my brother so I can get the flywheel off. And then after I get that off, get into the stator. And in the stator, you pull one of the bolts off. You put your grease in it till it comes out the bottom one. You take the top bolt, and the bottom bolt. You put it in through the top one, feed it in till it pushes the old stuff, and comes out the bottom one. Bolt it back on, put your flywheel back on. Good to go. And then on the clutch side, I do have to take my clutch in. I have to take my whole crank in to torque because I can't get this clutch off. I have the right puller, but it will not come off. And I went to my neighbors, and they are very well known for racing snowmobiles, Arctic Cat snowmobiles, and they're awesome people, and they're really nice. They tried to get the clutch off, it would not come off. So the best thing to do, he said, what he told me is my puller that I have bought is a cheaper version of the expensive one, and it's just not long enough to pop that and put enough pressure, because we put an air gun to it. We put a lot of pressure on it without, and this guy knows what he's doing, and he did everything he could safely to try to get it off, and it would not come off. So we're going to take it into torque, see what they think, see if they can get it off for me, so I can do that. In the meantime, I've been working on the triple, trying to get that done. I want to build a race sled out of it. I want to videotape everything that I do to it. I did make a tunnel extension, which I should have videoed. It's a little dirty because somebody had to drive across the grass. But I made that myself out of another snowmobile. I cut the chassis and literally took part of the same chassis, but it was actually the Mach Z 780. I cut the back end off and mounted it to mine because I'm going to put extensions on the skid so that way I could put a 136 track in it. I want a longer track for racing. More grip, more go. So I already got that done. For this year, I'm just going to run it. It's got a decent track, 121. Decent suspension. I have 2 suspensions I can drop in it, which is nice. It's got good belts on it. Everything seems to be good except for it doesn't like to start. When it does start, runs like a dream. But it has a hard time. So we're going to dig into this tonight. I think what I'll do is I'll make a full video of only the snowmobile and working on it. I'm going to try to figure out how all these YouTubers do the videos and make it so that way there's a time lapse and make it so everything's fast. So you don't have to sit there for a couple hours and watch me tear this apart. If you want to, I can do it. And you can watch me. But if you don't want to, it's better to have a little time lapse. So I'm just going to clean up the shop for now. And I will make a separate video. Because pulling these carburetors apart, taking them all apart, pulling all the jets, that should be one video because that's going to take a long time. Not going to lie. I've done it twice now. And it takes a while. So I figured I'd just make this little short video. I did drive my Rocket today and had a little fun. So I might upload that video as well. See if we get some likes. It's not very long. And I'm sorry that they're short videos. But better ones are coming. Longer ones are coming. And I'm just going to have a good time videotaping it. Thanks for watching. And everybody have a good night.